Hey fellow Vault wearers, it's Angry Turtle and that's my review of the Overkill. Another unique weapon you can obtain from those party packs from mutated events that are happening every hour at this moment. And what it does. This is a Fatman with a unique name, 3-star Fatman, with following effects. 2-shot, damage while aiming, reduced weight. 2-shot, of course, for all launchers, the best possible effect that you can get. 2-shot effect is not always the best, not for every weapon. I have a separate video explaining in details how 2-shot effect actually works in Fallout 76, as it is not how it used to in older games. Then damage while aiming, this is a little bit tricky with weapons like Fatman because you need to aim in the moment of impact. And this weapon can only hold one shot, so you always reload after the shot, but you can work it out. Then reduced weight, perfect for storage purposes. It's not heavy, even modified with Mirv launcher, and there are actually only 2 modifications that you can have on Overkill. It's Mirv launcher or standard. As you can see, standard will be much lighter, as reduced weight apply only to standard. Now, which one should you use? I'm a big fan of a standard launcher, but I will show you both. So we'll start with the Mirv launcher. I know a lot of people love it. I'm not as big of a fan of Mirv launcher. Although with recent changes allowing you to disable screen shake, it is better than it used to be. And as well, we'll be using this weapon on my Rainmaker build. And yes, with the Mirv launcher, there is high risk of killing yourself while fighting enemies. And how it works, I will try to shoot some super mutants. Oh, they spawn as level 50. Unfortunately, I was hoping for higher level, but you basically shoot it slightly up. You can see 2 pellets with plenty of mini-nukes, and then they drop down from a top. Can you really aim if you take into consideration time for the reload? Let's see. With fire, there is reload. No. Then I can aim. So unfortunately, you need to go for a little bit of a trickery if you want to get this aiming damage bonus. If you fire like in here, always fire up with this mod. Reload start, you sprint. Oh, failed to do it. Failed to do it. Maybe in first person it works better. Like, kill those super mutants. Like, this is a really nice coverage for area, but as you can see, super mutants on inside, absolutely fine, because mini nukes, unlike nuka grenades, do not penetrate walls. Yes, I know it's surprising. You would think that one thing that should penetrate the walls will be a mini nuke, but no. This time I managed to aim. So that is good. If I lure them out, can I lure them out? Yeah, I have one out, the other one doesn't want to get out. It's definitely not the best weapon to use, in my opinion. What you can do, you can just cover entire area around you. I try to lure those super mutants a little bit. They cannot be behind any cover, or I will not hit them. Okay, let's see how much I can do with that. I fire directly up this time. Let me try to go just direct up, as far up as I can. And I have some hits. Downside is I cannot see a thing. And this guy, you see, he was a little bit behind the cover. Not hit, but other 3 of them I was able to get. So Is it a good modifications? In my opinion, not as useful. You cannot use it in Vats, by the way, that's important. Maybe I will show you. Cannot use it in Vats. Even if I have like a hit chance in Vats, I don't have critical stack, but nevertheless, if I fire, those projectiles, as you can notice, they did explode before hitting the target, falling apart and then falling down. So the range is not affected by Vats. It will not go farther the shrapnels will not be guaranteed to hit the target. So Vats is a no-no. There will be no bonus from a Vats critical either if you use this modification. That's why I don't like it so much. I prefer a regular one. So I'm going back to standard. I have way higher damage per hit. And on top of that, I can use this damage with Vats critical. So I can get much higher damage from the impact. Now I can use any other weapon to basically charge my critical. Because you want the bar to be charged before you use it with a criticals. Okay, so now we have criticals. There is nuke going on as well. Maybe I will be able to join it soon. I will stack my adrenaline too a little bit. You can use this fat man with just a 2-shot nukes to kill regular enemies. Like it's working. If I shoot at them, they are indeed all dead. It's as well very blinding and huge area coverage, similar to the Mirv. That's why I'm not a big fan of Mirv. Now if I target her, I aim in Vats. I usually have time to reload. Oh, not this time. But she's dead. Usually if Scorch Beast is farther away, the nuke flies long enough so I can reload. And then I can aim for extra damage. But it's enough. With adrenaline stack, I have enough damage with a critical to go and one-shot Scorch Beasts flying with Vats critical. And those are homing missile if you fire with Vats. So this is really good, my favorite. And damage is amazing. That's with adrenaline, 4000. Obviously with a Vats critical, it is more. So Scorch Beast has no chance. And you can aim. And it's even doing a chunk of damage to huge enemies like Scorch Beast Queen if you can target her and fire in Vats with a critical. Without critical, it will not do so much damage to bosses, but with Vats critical, indeed, it does a lot of damage. So I can fire. Oh, I don't have Vats critical charge yet. I was thinking my bar is full. It is not. Let me get closer. She's running away. Let's try if I can get a Vats critical. Now Vats critical. Oh, now it's charged. Now Vats critical, you will see a chunk of health. Yeah, that's a chunk of health that I took away with single hit. So it is quite efficient even on bosses with this Vats critical. And yes, if you utilize charging the Vats critical with different weapon, whatever weapon, and then using the critical when you are on the Fatman, you can kill bosses with this strategy. It is a working strategy indeed. I did it in the past. I kill bosses purely with Fatman criticals. This video can be probably still found on my channel. So it is one of the strategies you can do. The only downside is very blinding explosions, as you were probably able to notice. The range if you fire, like if you want to use it as walking artillery weapon, is very high. You can see where those will go. Should be visible explosion. Yes, there it is. And as you can see, it was very far away. So in the summary, I would say this weapon would have like a 4-star rating from me. The only problem? Very blinding explosions and super heavy ammo. Apart from that, amazing fun, great damage output. There is no much other drawbacks. It's hard to even imagine because a couple years ago playing Fallout, I would never say launchers are awesome. But now, those are awesome, especially with screen shake being disabled. So much fun with those, so much fun with Rainmaker build. And that being said, thank you a lot for watching and see you all in the next one.